Hello there, Brick Fanatics, and hello in particular to any decision makers from the LEGO Group who may or may not be watching this video, because I've got a favour to ask. The LEGO Group has announced that we are going to finally be getting official Bluey LEGO sets, which is very exciting. But, LEGO, please, you've got to do right by Jared. Who is Jared, I hear you ask? Well, Jared, aka Monkey Scout, is the teenager who designed what is up until now the most prominent, widely seen LEGO Bluey set for LEGO Ideas, who will, if the LEGO Group follows their normal process here, receive absolutely no recognition or compensation whatsoever for all of the very important work that he has done in getting Bluey LEGO into the public consciousness. Yes, this is that common problem with LEGO Ideas yet again, when a fan makes a design which is so absolutely brilliant that everybody says, why isn't LEGO making this? And then LEGO says, actually we are making something like this, but the LEGO fan designer is going to get absolutely no credit for it. Now, at the time of making this video, the LEGO Group has not yet seen fit to actually reveal the LEGO Bluey sets. All we know is that Bluey sets are coming, and that there will be 4+ sets, and there will be Duplo sets, which is fair enough given the primary target audience of the show, which is preschoolers. I feel like the decision to not show off the sets at this point, and not even show us the minifigures or equivalent that we're going to be getting in the sets, is tantamount to the LEGO Group relinquishing the narrative regarding LEGO Bluey, because you know these things are going to leak long before they're actually revealed. Why not just reveal them now and make sure that we've actually seen them before the inevitable leaks? Had the LEGO Group given us anything more than a little tease here, I might have been so distracted by the LEGO itself that I might not have had my next immediate thought, because upon learning about LEGO Bluey, my first reaction was, brilliant LEGO Bluey, and my second reaction was, oh, but Jared, no. In 2022, Jared submitted his first version of Bluey, the LEGO Ideas project. He was 17 years old at the time. This project very quickly got 10,000 supporters because everybody loves Bluey. We did a video on it at the time, but unfortunately the LEGO Group chose not to approve this design for development into an official set. Undeterred, in 2023, Jared resubmitted his design, Bluey again, and very quickly it got 10,000 supporters, and unfortunately it was yet again not approved. Finally, in 2024, Jared submitted Bluey a third time, and this time it's pending. It's got that 10,000 supporters, it's not yet had an official decision. Chances are if things go the same way that they have done in previous situations, the LEGO Group will say, sorry, we've got our own Bluey now, we don't need your one. That does feel harsh because, yes, the idea of Bluey and LEGO is something that has been floating around for a while, but Jared is the person who has really made that stick with LEGO fans, and to a certain degree, it almost feels like, I don't know that this is necessarily what's happened here, but it looks like, it feels like what's happened is Jared has done all the market research for the LEGO Group, and now the LEGO Group is reaping the benefits of that without actually having to give Jared anything in return. We might generously assume that this is a case of parallel thought, that the LEGO Group was already working on Bluey LEGO at the time that Jared submitted his first design. Maybe. That's all the way back in 2022, which means that the LEGO Bluey would have had a particularly long design process and development cycle before it actually got onto store shelves. But even if this is the case and the LEGO Group were already working towards making LEGO Bluey at the time that Jared submitted that design, Jared's design has done so much to galvanize LEGO fans around the idea of LEGO Bluey, and there is absolutely going to be a benefit to the LEGO Group for him having done that work for them. And you can see how even if everything is above board here for the LEGO Group, it feels a bit icky that they are essentially benefiting from the work that a child has done for them for free in order to sell more LEGO sets aimed at children. Now, there are going to be significant differences between whatever it is that the LEGO Group actually gives us and what Jared has designed, because quite aside from anything else, Jared's design was intended for LEGO Ideas for an 18+ audience, and I completely understand why the LEGO Group would not want to put out an 18+ set for Bluey, because Bluey is very much for everyone regardless of age. I did say at the start of this video that the primary consumer base for a LEGO Bluey theme are people who want 4+ or Duplo sets, but that's not entirely accurate because there is a reason why a 17-year-old was so into Bluey that he decided that that was something he wanted to adapt for a LEGO Ideas project. One of the reasons why Bluey has proven so popular is that this is a show that is for grown-ups as much as for kids, and if you are an adult who has not watched Bluey, I do recommend that you go and watch some, because there is some phenomenal stuff in here that you are going to absolutely love. There's some brilliant only for adult stuff in Bluey that sails way over the heads of all the kids watching, but that the parents watching absolutely adore. And I'm not just talking about grown-up stuff like having vasectomies and getting drunk at parties, which are absolutely referenced in the show. I'm also talking about the emotional experience of being an adult and just feeling like you need to curl up in a ball on the floor because you are so stressed out with your life and you just need to make this duck cake. So while the Bluey LEGO sets that we're going to get to start with are going to be 4+ sets, I absolutely still feel like there is an audience there and a market there for the 18+ LEGO Ideas set designed by Jared. In a perfect world, and I'm crossing my fingers although I'm aware that the chances are phenomenally slim here, but in a perfect world, the LEGO group won't necessarily say, yeah, thanks Jared for all your hard work, but we've made our own Bluey and we don't need you anymore. They could say, okay, do you know what? Let's make a LEGO for Adults set as well for Bluey. So while the decision has almost certainly already been made, come on the LEGO group, why not approve Jared's design? Why not actually make that LEGO set? Because there are a lot of LEGO Ideas fans that would really appreciate a more detailed Bluey experience. But okay, that's a real long shot and I'm not holding out much hope for that. But when we get situations like this, LEGO group, it would be really nice if you could just find some way to give something back to the LEGO fans that have been designing these sets and that have in some ways helped to build up anticipation for what you have, and at the very least have provided a good market research for you in knowing that this is the kind of LEGO set that people are after. It would be brilliant if Jared could get some kind of recognition in the instruction booklet, for example. Just a little page that says, here's the fan design for LEGO Bluey that helped to inspire or inform some of our decisions around these sets. Or just frame it as like a fan creator spotlight or something, but just give something to Jared because he's done so much here for you. And the work that he has done has been so important to the fan community that it just feels harsh to throw it to one side simply because you've built your own in-house stuff instead. Isn't the point of LEGO Ideas to inspire fans to create things and to work with the fans to make brilliant stuff? Or when situations like this come up again in future, wouldn't it be nice if you could, say, reach out to a fan designer and say, hey, we're actually making our own theme now for whatever this particular property is. Would you like to come and consult with us? Would you like to provide some insight or some feedback into what we've been working on so that we can then continue on the legacy of what you've already designed and help to work from your designs and kind of learn from what you've developed in isolation alongside what the actual official LEGO designers are doing on the official LEGO sets. That would be brilliant. It seems very unlikely, but really this is one of the more frustrating things about LEGO Ideas, is how fans are inspired and encouraged to come up with these kinds of things, and then the LEGO group may or may not work off of them, but they'll probably do their own thing in cases where they're not interested in your specific interpretation of that particular IP. Yes, to a certain degree, this is just an inherent flaw in the system, and I don't want this video to come across as me bashing on the LEGO group and saying, how dare you steal the work of a child or anything like that. It's just, I wish that there were a way that we could work around these limitations and that the LEGO group could somehow work with fan designers a little bit more when cases of parallel thought crop up. Now, the LEGO Ideas website does have an internal list of some IP where you can search to discover whether or not an IP absolutely cannot be used, but Bluey is currently still listed as okay for LEGO Ideas projects, and I get the feeling that that is going to change very quickly. I appreciate the LEGO group doesn't want to tip their hand and show all of the IP partners that they might potentially be working with, but it would be nice if perhaps they started removing these projects from LEGO Ideas a little bit early, maybe get fan creators to sign NDA so they can fill them in on all of the wheelings and dealings behind the scene, and just making sure that nobody ends up getting their hopes up too high with something like this, especially where a project has been going over multiple years and multiple different iterations before ultimately getting to the stage where it's probably going to be rejected in favor of the LEGO group just kind of doing their own thing, making the LEGO Ideas IP search feel a little bit perfunctory. And to be clear here, I'm really not saying that the LEGO group has done anything wrong. I completely understand that this is just one of those things and it's unfortunate, but there's no real way around it, where the LEGO set that has been submitted for LEGO Ideas doesn't match up with what the LEGO group wants to do for the brand and the potential audience and consumer base for a preschool show like this. And I would absolutely love the chance to make a follow-up video here wherein I say, actually, the LEGO group has given recognition to Jared and everything has worked out well. This is how you do it, LEGO. Thank you very much for making that decision. It's just, it seems unlikely given the way that previous fan designers have been treated when this kind of situation has cropped up in the past. LEGO decision makers, if you are watching this video, first off, thank you very much for making LEGO Bluey. In case it got lost in the sea of other things in this video, that is so very, very exciting and I'm very much looking forward to these LEGO LEGO sets, but please find some way to give something back to Jared and make him feel like his efforts have been appreciated. Because if a number of LEGO fan designers consistently end up feeling like their contributions have been overlooked or just brushed under the carpet, then eventually it's going to start hurting the LEGO fan community and the LEGO Ideas community in particular, and people are going to be less enthusiastic about submitting their designs for LEGO Ideas approval. Otherwise, it's simply a matter of waiting and seeing what these LEGO Bluey sets look like. I suspect that the LEGO group will be surprised by how many adult fans of LEGO are purchasing these 4+ sets, and maybe if that is the case, they'll reconsider an 18+ LEGO Bluey set as well. But what are your thoughts on LEGO Bluey and on the LEGO Ideas program as a whole? Make sure you leave us a comment down below letting us know. Also do all of the rest of the YouTube things, give this video a thumbs up and hit subscribe and the notification bell, etc, etc, etc. You know the deal by this point. Make sure if you are going to be purchasing any LEGO in the near future that you use the QR code that is currently on screen or the affiliate link which is down in the description. They take you straight to the LEGO website. We get a little bit of the percentage of the sale when you purchase through those links. Doesn't cost you anything extra, but it helps to keep the lights on at Brick Fanatics. Also make sure that you go to brickfanatics.com for all of our LEGO coverage and sign up to our newsletter so that you never miss anything LEGO related ever again. Thank you very much for watching and have a lovely day.
Too easy. Oh, duck cake!